It is time for Health Beat. February is Heart Month. It's a time to raise awareness for the #1 killer of women, and that's heart disease. According to the American Heart Association, 9 out of 10 people do not survive a heart attack that happens outside of the hospital. But I talked to one Sacramento woman who did. In 2016, Sacramento resident Lindsay Samples was out for a routine jog.
I collapsed and I was pulseless and dying. And I'm so fortunate that bystanders, strangers, decided to intervene.
Those strangers gave her hands-only CPR until paramedics could get there. It not only saved her life, but her cognitive function. Doctors later found an undiagnosed congenital heart defect, something typically found in infants.
Now I feel compelled to have this be my mission and to share my story and allow for the vulnerability of the story and the retelling of the story to help motivate people to get out there and learn.
Only 20% of people even know how to do CPR. It's a skill that takes minutes to learn that could give someone else a lifetime.
If at least one person in a household learns how to do CPR, we can save a lot of lives.
I sat down with Sutter Medical Center cardiologist Dr. Nilima Valarupalli, who says learning CPR can triple the survival rate.
Cardiac arrest can happen in any age group. That's another misinformation that it's going to be the older patients with known heart disease who are at high risk for cardiac arrest, but as we have seen on various occasions, that it's not true.
And statistically, strangers are less likely to help women due to a number of factors. For example, thinking they could get hurt or worrying about physical assault accusations. Samples ask that you please don't shy away.
You don't know when you're going to need to use it. It may not be on a loved one, it may be on a stranger, and that stranger has now become a friend.
So that picture you see there is from Samples' 2-year heart anniversary, or birthday, as she calls it. And she celebrated like a 2-year-old. That's why you saw the Minnie and Mickey ears. Well, Samples has a pacemaker now, and she still has to undergo surgeries, but she says she's turned something scary into advocacy. She participates in fundraisers, talks, even advocating for policy change. And she hopes by sharing her story, you might consider learning and not hesitating to help if the time ever comes. I did put a link to local CPR classes on our website, abc10.com/links.